Hey everybody, welcome to the Week 7 video for the League of Men. There's a lot of important matchups this week, which really jumbled around the standings, as well as really important matchups for this upcoming weekend. Um, it's huge. Standings can move around pretty much everywhere because people are so close right now. Um, let's get into the scores from last week. So I faced Trevor the Truck. I won with 158.9 points to Trevor the Truck 63.7 points. I had Gurley the second with 30.6 points, and Trevor the Truck had Alex Smith with 22.1 points. I really thought Trevor was going to have higher scoring than 63 points this week. With all the trades I think he made that looked pretty good, I honestly just don't know what happened to his team this week. I know I was only supposed to win by like 9 points, and instead that becomes 90 points. That is just weird to me. The next matchup we had Walls taking on Greece. Walls just went off the charts because of Hunt, I believe. Yep. Walls won with 233.7 points against Greece, who had only 160.1 points. Walls had Hunt, who scored 37.1 points, and Greece had Andrew Luck with 33 points. The Colts are getting pretty good, I believe, right now. I do not know they're 2-5. Well, they look pretty good at times. They can be a high scoring offense, I believe. Along with KC, Hunt went off with I think 3 or 4 touchdowns. I am not sure on that. Huge games for both those guys. Next matchup, we had Team Putney winning against Tyrod Taylor's 176.4 to Taylor's 126.6 points. Putney had Cam Newton with 39.1 points, and Tyrod Taylor's had Eli Manning with 38 points. I want to point out that really, if you have a person from the Giants, they're not going to probably be doing too well. So I try to watch out for those matchups that's coming up for them because as I'm looking ahead in their schedule, it looks like a pretty um, hard schedule for them. So just might want to be watching out for those matches. Next matchup we had Triple D winning big time against Bad Luck. 203.2 points to Bad Luck's 102.4 points. Triple D's high score was Matt Ryan with 37.6 points, and Bad Luck had Osweiler with 25.2 points. Again, I think Triple D he's putting up those points and he's staying consistently up there. I know that's probably his third win, but I mean, he's scary. He could potentially come up and knock somebody out of the top 8. Only being a game behind other people who are in the top 8. So that's a scary force right now. Next matchup we had T Zone winning against Slomaro, 165.3 points to Maro's 144.3 points. T-Zone's high score was Philip Rivers, 35.5 points. And Zamaro's high score was Patrick Mahomes, 51.7 points. KC having a great game against, heck, I forgot who they played, but it was a really good game for them. Cincinnati. They played Cincinnati. Next matchup, we had Mike Viggenbox against Team Madsen. Easy game for Mike Viggenbox as Madsen had, I think, like 4 people on bye in his lineup. So it was 205.1 to 90.3. Mike Vignabox had Michael Trubisky, or I think it's Mike Trubisky or something like that. 48.7 points, and Madsen had Murray with 22.3 points. Alright, so heading into the Week 7 awards, we had for top scorer, we'll go to Walls with 233.7 points. So congrats. That's a high scoring game, and I mean, everybody played well for you. Hopefully it keeps going for you. Yeah. The Underdog Award will also go to Walls. He was supposed to lose by 10 points, and he won by 73.7 points. So that's a huge flip. Really, I thought that game could have gone either way. It's just Hunt and a few other guys really outperformed what they're supposed to get, projected to get. For next award, we had the Teabag Award, which will go to Team Madsen, losing by 114.8 points to Mike Vickenbox. Kind of sucks, but Team Madsen's going to get his players back this week, so he shouldn't be with that low of a score this upcoming week. The Bench Champ Award will go to Trevor the Truck with 32.8 points left on his bench. Still would not have helped to be able to win this week, but just something to look at. Alright, so let's go to the Week 7 standings. In the North, we have T-Zone 5-2 with 1,329.1 points, going up 1 spot from last week. In second place, we have Team Super J 5-2 with 1,258.9 points. In third place, we have Team Grease 5-2 as well with 1,201.4 points. In fourth, we have Team Madsen 4-3 with 1,059.4 points. In fifth place, we have Gave Up 0-7 with 949 points. In sixth place, we have Tyrod Taylor's 0-7 with 886.8 points. In the South, we have Team Putney leading the group there in first place, 5-2 with 1,290.5 points. In second place, we have Walls. 5-2 with 1,256.2 points, going up 1 spot from last week. In third place, there's Mike Vickenbox, 5-2 with 1,215.6 points. In fourth place, we got Slow Morrow, 4-3, 1,217.4 points. In fifth, we got Triple D, 3-4, with 1,144.1 points. In sixth place, we got Trevor the Truck Thompson, 1-6, with 799 points. So let's move into if the playoffs started today. If the playoffs started today, in first place would be T-Zone with 1,329.1 points, moving up 2 spots. He's up by 38.6 points from the person who's in second place, which is Team Putney, with 1,290.5 points. He's ahead of me, who is in third place, by 31.6 points, and I have a total of 1,258.9 points, moving up 1 spot. I am 2.7 points ahead of Walls, who is in fourth place with 1,256.2 points, moving up 2 spots from last week. It's gonna get close towards the end in the regular season before playoffs come. In 5th place, we got Mike Viggenbox with 1,215.6 points, moving up one spot. He's 40.6 points away from Walls. In 6th place, we got Team Greece with 1,201.4 points, which is a 14.2 point difference between the 5th spot. Team Greece moved down 5 spots after a loss this week. The top 6 are all 5-2, so this next week matchups are going to be very important, especially for those teams who are both 5-2 and facing each other. They're going to get the one win on the other team, which I think is pretty necessary, to get higher up ranking in the playoffs to, kind of have an easier first week, per se. In 7th place, got Slow Morrow, moving down 2 spots from last week. In 8th place, right now, we got Team Madsen, who did not move from last week. In 9th place, we got Triple D. 10th place, we got Trevor the Truck. 11th place, we got Gave Up. And 12th place, we got Tyrod Taylors. Like I said, I think Triple D can, with the scores he's been putting up, he can come up and probably squeeze in there at the 7-8 spot. So, it's going to be a close race there, I believe. Let's move into the Week 8 matchups. I want to point out that there is a game that will be played in, I think New England somewhere. Not New England, England. I don't know where, but the Eagles and Jaguars are playing there. They start at 8:30 Sunday. So make sure if you have players on those teams to make sure they are playing. I know it screwed me up because I had Gordon in one league and I found out that he was out and I didn't know it was an early game. So heads up here. Again, the Eagles and Jaguars play at 8:30 a.m. on Sunday. So make sure if you have a player in those teams that they're not out and they are actually playing, and to have your lineup set before that game. Alright, so Week 8 matchups. We got Team Super J facing Bad Luck. I'm supposed to win by 47 points. No offense, Bad Luck. It should be an easy matchup for me. So I should be going up in the rankings, I think. The next matchup, we have a 5-2 versus a 5-2. Team Greece versus T-Zone. T Greece is supposed to win by 8 points. That's going to be a really close game. And it's a really important game for both those teams. A win for either one of those guys are going to bump them up in front of the other guy. So, really important there to get a win. Next matchup, we got Tyrod Taylors versus Team Madsen. Tyrod Taylors is actually supposed to win by 4 points. I don't know. It's hard to say if that's going to be true because, he's 0-7. But honestly, hey, pulling for the upset. Sorry, Madsen. But I think it'd be cool to have a person not be 0-7 and just have one more person 0-7. Bad luck. So yeah, that should be another close game, I guess. Next matchup, we have Trevor the Truck going against Triple D. Trevor the Truck is supposed to win by 32 points. Surprisingly, I don't know if that's gonna be correct. But hey, that's gonna be another good game, I think. We got Walls versus Slow Morrow. Walls is supposed to win by 36 points, so it's supposed to be an easy win for him. And the next biggest matchup, we got Team Putney 5-2 versus Mike Viganabox 5-2. Mike Viganabox is supposed to win by 5 points. Again, whoever wins there is gonna probably jump back up on the other person, so that's another important game this week for those guys. I thought I had something else to say, but I don't know. I don't have anything. Oh, yes. I will say that technically nobody is out of the playoff running. If the 0-7 people win all their games, they could squeeze in there at the 7th, 8th spot. So keep trucking, even if you're 0-7, you're 1-6, or even 3-4. You can still squeeze in there at the 7, 8 spots. So that's pretty much anybody's game. The spots 1 through 6 are kind of steady right there. I think are gonna move a little bit before the end of the regular season, but not much movement, I don't believe. Anyway, good luck to everybody this next week. I think Red Sox are playing tonight against the Dodgers, so go Red Sox. And yeah, all right. Have a good week, guys.